welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for November 4th, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 7:27 a.m. Central Daylight Time followed by sunset at 5:42 p.m. Today is the last day of daylight saving time for this year in North American time zones. Tomorrow, clocks are turned back 1 hour. They are reset to the position of the sun, rather than running at 1 hour faster than the central star. There is some misconception that turning back the clock removes an hour of daylight. Today daylight's length is 10 hours, 15 minutes. Tomorrow the length is 10 hours, 12 minutes, a loss of 3 minutes from the seasonal effects of Earth's revolution around the sun and our planet's tilt. Saturn's retrograde ends today, near the Aquarius-Capricornus border. The planet's retrograde started June 18th. Saturn passed opposition August 27th. The apparent westward motion lasted 139 days. The illusion of retrograde is from Earth overtaking and passing between a planet farther from the sun than Earth. Imagine an arrow starting at Earth and pointing through Saturn toward the distant starfield. From night to night, normally, the arrow points eastward against that starfield. As our world overtakes the planet, the eastward movement halts and then the arrow shifts westward. The planet does not stop moving and suddenly move westward. The line of sight continues to shift westward or retrograde through opposition. After an interval, the westward direction stops and reverses course again, seemingly resuming the eastward movement. Early astronomers attempted to describe retrograde with Earth-centered models where the planets and sun revolved around our stationary world. They placed circles on top of circles to show retrograde while the planets moved around Earth. Not until the invention of high-quality telescopes and measuring instruments during the 19th century, could astronomers demonstrate that Earth revolves around the sun and retrograde is an illusion. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky, the slightly gibbous moon, 58% illuminated, is high in the south during morning twilight. It reaches its morning half phase, last quarter, tomorrow morning. This morning the lunar orb is in front of Cancer's dim stars, 8.7 degrees to the lower left of Pollux, one of the Gemini twins. Brilliant Venus, rising a few minutes before 4 hours before sunrise, gleams from the eastern sky before daybreak. 1 hour before sunup, it is over 30 degrees above the east-southeast horizon. It continues to move along its eastward journey through Virgo. Through a binocular, Venus appears near the stars of Ijava, also known as Beta Virginis. The morning star is 1.7 degrees to the upper right of the star. Venus passes the star in 2 mornings. Bright Jupiter is about 10 degrees up in the western sky at this hour. Still near opposition, the Jovian giant is in the sky all night. For sky watchers with telescopes, the Great Red Spot is visible at the center of the planet in the southern hemisphere at 5:09 a.m. CDT. The spot was visible 1 Jupiter day ago, when it was in the eastern sky after sundown yesterday. In the evening sky, Mercury and Mars are not visible. They are too close to the sun to be seen. Mars sets 11 minutes after the sun, followed by Mercury 10 minutes later. After sundown, Saturn is over 30 degrees up in the south-southeast. Its retrograde ends 6.7 degrees to the left of Deneb Algedi, meaning the kid's tail. For the next several evenings, the planet does not seem to move eastward much. Then its general direction is towards Skate, the Aquarian's leg, and Lambda Aquarii. During the night, Saturn is south over 2 hours after sunset. It sets in the west-southwest after midnight, long before Venus rises. Jupiter is visible after sunset in the eastern sky. By 2 hours after sundown, it clears many terrestrial visual obstacles and it is over 20 degrees up in the east. It retrogrades in front of Aries. Use a binocular to find Menkar. Notice that Jupiter is west, to the right, of an imaginary line from Hamel to Menkar. The Jovian giant is south around midnight and in the western sky before daybreak. The moon rises about 6 hours after sunset. As the midnight hour approaches, the lunar orb is over 10 degrees above the east-northeast horizon and nearly 20 degrees to the lower left of Pollux. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.